Hi guys, it's Sterling Spectre here. In today's video, I want to talk about the exciting updates coming to the Flux network. Before we get into the video, I just want to say I have set up crypto donation wallets. Any amount is appreciated and these addresses are at the top of the description below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content like this. So yesterday, Flux team had a live stream where they unveiled a lot of new news about the network. They always do these live streams on the Flux Lab YouTube channel, so head over to there and subscribe for more Flux updates. It was a packed live stream and they announced a load of things. So the first announcement was their partnership with Lumen. Now Lumen is a company that provides enterprise grade servers. With this partnership, they are enabling Flux to launch the new staking nodes into the system. The new node in question are the Titan nodes. I'll talk about them a bit more later. So the Lumen platform called Edge will provide Flux with fast, secure, scalable and decentralized environments so that they can expand the network. I think that this is great as it shows that Flux Labs are trying to expand constantly. Obviously with the merge coming up, Flux might experience a large amount of network use. So putting these upgrades in place will ready the network for the storm that might come. With Flux being one of the top coins to mine, it will surely gain a lot of hash rate at the time of the merge. I think the Flux team know this and they are ready for it. They even encouraged the Son of a Tech hash rate migration, which went on a week ago. This means that they believe they are already prepared for the merge. Lumen also has links with the Solana network and have provided them with technology for servers on their network. With Solana being a bigger coin than Flux, we can expect that technology will be great for Flux. The next announcement is to do with parallel assets. This is the replacement of the Flux-Luna asset to the Flux Atom asset. I saw this coming from a mile away as soon as the Terra Luna coin crashed. So if you don't know, the Luna coin associated with the parallel assets had a massive price plummet in the last 2 weeks. This is because of the stablecoin UST in which Luna coin is linked to. So because of this crash, the Flux team have decided that the coin will not make a recovery, and that is a reasonable assumption. So they have decided to change the asset from Luna to Atom. The Atom coin is actually called Cosmos and is a proof of stake coin with the main focus to solve scalability and transaction fees. So the partnership between these two coins has been leaked in certain places, so I think that many people already knew it was coming. However, it needed to be sped up because of the Luna Terra crash. The Flux-Luna asset has not been fully released yet, so the change was actually caught at a good time, as the asset was set to release in a couple of weeks. As for Flux mining, I think that the parallel assets that are stacked will change from Luna to Atom and will still get paid the correct amount. Now Flux will also have to find another network to issue parallel assets on, so we'll look out for that in the future. The next announcement is one that really excites me because it's to do with mining. So Flux has been talking about this proof of useful work consensus for a while. This is where you take the work done by GPU mining and use it for something else instead of mining, for example AI deep learning. They did propose this idea a while back but have been working on it behind the scenes. Finally, we have some news about this. Flux has partnered with the University of Switzerland of Applied Scientists to develop proof of useful work. In the next 6 months, the university will be testing both the technical and economical feasibility of this useful work. There are already traditional cloud computing offerings, but they usually come up with prohibitive cost models. Flux is aiming to take the work done on the network and rent it out to people who need the computing power. This could be complex calculations, AI learning, or even rendering of movies or videos. In an academic sense, many places don't have a lot of computing power and are looking for cheap ways to acquire it. In terms of mining, we are looking at the GPU power being rented out to academic facilities. In return, we'll receive Flux for doing this work. So basically it's the same as mining, but the work is being put to use. I think this is great for us miners as we are constantly looking for different ways to profit. And this also helping make the use of the power consumption and computing power. The next thing they are rolling out is the Titan node. This ties in with their partnership with Lumen. So the Titan node is a smaller node in which people pool their Flux together, then they get paid based on the amount put into the node. Flux didn't want a third-party service for this, so it's all going to be run on the Flux OS system. So the staking amount starts at 50 Flux and goes up to 250 Flux. They are in the alpha testing but are rolling into beta and the launch is expected to happen within a month. This is good for people who have a small amount of Flux and want to still make money with it. These nodes work by locking Flux into the node, and then a certain period of time, this can be 3 months, 6 months or 12 months, and then it gets unlocked and is paid out. Personally, I'm going to be testing this type of node out and locking up some of my Flux for a while. I don't really know the returns at the moment, but the more Flux is great to have. I'll probably make a video when the launch happens on how to set up the node into staking, so stay tuned for that in a month. The whole point of this node is to give access to smaller users of Flux, and is also great in terms of the network, because it will encourage more nodes to be on the network, therefore more decentralization. So it works out perfectly for both Flux users and the Flux team. As we have seen with other Flux nodes, they can be relatively expensive, as the largest one costs 40k Flux, which is a lot of money. So this will be a cheap alternative to give a lower barrier of entry for Flux nodes. The last announcement is for the parallel assets. As we mentioned, Luna has been one that is changed. This will cause the airdrop of the assets to be pushed back to July for Avalanche and August for the Atom. So airdrops are when they release the asset. They have already taken the snapshot for the wallet, and you can claim the assets from the snapshot when they release. For us miners, this means that any parallel assets that we have stacked in your mining dashboard will be released when the coin's released. If you take a look here, I have 11 Flux-Luna, which is now Atom, and 11 Flux AVAX. So I'll receive AVAX 1 in July and the Atom 1 in August of this year. If you're a miner, then I'd suggest you keep stacking these assets over time, as it could pay out lots to you in the future. In around a month's time, I projected I'll have 7 more Flux stacked into these assets each. This will keep stacking until they are all released. When they all get released, I'll have earned 100% more profits from mining Flux. So that's a quick coverage of the Flux livestream for you guys. If you want more videos like this, then subscribe and like the video. Also, don't forget to join the Discord if you need to ask any questions about mining or crypto in general. The link for that is in the description.